This telecast is copyrighted by Hometown 24 for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast or retransmission of this game without the express written consent of Hometown 24 is prohibited.
Brought to you by Bank of Hindman, Papa John's in Hazard, Thacker Grigsby, Mountain Arts Center, June and Joy Boutique, TVS Cable, Michelle Lawson, Attorney at Law, Paradise Pizza, and Hayden Citizens Bank.
Well, my friend, are you excited?
I am rather excited. This is what you play for, like yesterday with the girls. First day of practice, July 15th, whatever you do, you're in there and you're sweating and you're lifting weights and you're running up stairwells and you're running down through the valleys and the coach is hollering at you and you're saying, but it's for this.
Yeah.
It's for this right here, Breathitt County. Perry Central. This is what you play for. This is why you sweat in July.
I'm so excited, but it's like I'm also extremely I'm tense. And I ain't even got a dog in this fight. And I am feeling the energy in this building already. And me and you talked about it. Me, you, and Mark Young on the way in was there is a line of traffic out here on Combs Road. There is a line of traffic out here. There's already, as you can tell in the camera behind us probably, it's already filling up. There's lines of people out the door. I don't know if you could ask for much else than Breathitt County, who has not been to a regional championship since
2004.
Since 2004. I know a team that beat them in the regional championship in 2002. It was 2002.
2002.
So, oh my God. And then you've got Perry, of course, the Holden team, and of course, our champion from last year. You know, I just don't know if you can ask for anything better. And a lot of people predicted that Hazard may be here. Some people predicted that Letcher Central may be here. And here we are. It's all said and done. You've got the Breathitt County Bobcats and the Perry County Central Commodores at Perry County Central, and Breathitt, with everything that they've been through, right? Flooded the gym, flooded the facilities, and then you have the awful, unfortunate passing of their coach, B.B. King, early in the season. And they had these early season struggles, and they've had to figure it out along the way. Coach Kyle Moore, the football coach, comes in, and somebody threw me this stat, but I don't know if there's ever been a football coach that's coached the basketball team, let alone a football coach that's coached in a regional championship in football and then turns around and coaches in a regional championship in basketball. There's you and Ask Anthony.
Hillard Howard at Pikeville won the football championship and coached the high school girls to the state championship. He did.
He coached the high school girls.
Yes, and that's the only thing.
I had forgotten that.
Yes.
Hillard Howard. Somebody had I saw on Facebook, somebody had a painting of him this past week. It was awesome. Back in his day, he's the one that started the Pikeville tradition. Shout out to the Howard family.
Yeah.
Perry County Central coming out onto the court. And you can see the Perry Central fan base much larger than what you saw in the semifinal game. It's like they waited it out, and they've got on these us against all y'all T-shirts has been the motto for the Perry County Central Commodores over the past 24 hours. It's letting loose on Facebook. And the Breathitt County fan section, they were here when we sat down here with 50 minutes until tip.
Yeah.
They're here, they're ready, they're patiently waiting. They're not standing yet. It's like they're saving up energy to explode. And that's why I'm like, oh my God, you can almost cut the tension and excitement in this place.
And the thing about being here, all the sound amplifies right to here.
Right here.
The band's Iron Man being played on the speakers. It's just, you can hear every single thing. It just like it rises to this area.
I will say this about the Breathitt County Bobcats. I want to say that they have, and you know this might be to some surprise for some. I mean, Perry's been the home team. Hazard always had a huge following. Letcher County Central had a huge following over the past couple days. Some of our first-round games, Powell always has a great following. Wolf brings a good following. But the Breathitt County Bobcat following, for whatever reason, all of Jackson has came to Perry Central and John C. Combs Arena each night, all 3 nights that they have played, to see this team through. And you just heard the roar from the crowd as the Breathitt County Bobcats come out onto the floor. We're going to get to our prophecies. We're going to save it for last, right? I even have a good friend that's coming to help us pick. He's going to help me pick. I'm having trouble picking this one. We'll get there. Before we get there, you were at girls action yesterday to see the girls tournament through. A little bit maybe of a surprising ending for some, maybe not. It saw the Knott County Central Patriots versus the Letcher County Central Lady Cougars in the championship game on Sunday afternoon yesterday. You were there. Tell us maybe a little bit about the game and just your thoughts about the girls tournament as a whole.
There was an ebb and flow to the game. Knott Central gets off to a really good start. Gets up 34-23. Then
the 7-point.
The 7-0 run on the other end, which is away from where we were. So
can we talk about that for a second? If people at home, if you were not watching yesterday, shame on you for not watching Hometown 24 in your local coverage, brought to you by Alice Lloyd College. But there was a 7-point possession by the Cougars. Can you take us through that?
Well, there was a foul call. Bucket was made. A technical foul was assessed. 2 free throws made. Then they
3 free throws made.
3 free throws, including
the and one.
And then
and then they score.
Then Letcher Central gets the ball and then they score.
A 7-point possession.
And it changes the game dramatically. From that point on, it's nip tuck.
Yep, absolutely.
You know, it changes everything because Coach Ambergy had just called a timeout and set up a play running off of Letcher Central's 1-2-2, set a down screen off the baseline, and Kylie Gayhart.
They ran into a few times.
Had hit a 3-pointer.
And boys, you don't think about it.
No, and it was 34-23, and I looked over at 2 or 3 people, and I said, this game might get away right here. Then that occurs, and then it's nip tuck. Very good game. Both crowds, of course, into it. Everybody, hollering at the referees and
sure,
and everybody.
Sure. And what a great atmosphere in the Nixon Center, right? It's like,
oh yeah,
it's like it's small but it's big, and it's just the right facility to where it's loud and you're on top of the action on the court, but it's also plenty enough space to hold everybody.
Yeah, and the thing about it is, you hate, and I know I've said this probably in the last 6 or 7 days. I hate that anybody had to lose.
Yep.
Because you really don't. Kids, it's maybe their last game. And it is if it's, their finality of being a senior and not – that's going to be your last game. And it hurts for you. It's not the coaching staff. It's the players. It's the parents. It's the classmates that lose a senior person who ultimate goal is to get to Rupp Arena in girls and in boys.
And in the championship, too, is like you get so close you can taste it. But, to say that, to that end, I'm not feeling too sorry for either of those programs because they've literally played in the regional championship now. I mean, 4 out of the last 5 years.
Other than
Owsley snuck in last year.
Yes.
Knott Central and Letcher County Central have played in the girls' regional championship for 4 out of 5 years. And for Letcher County Central, 5 years in a row that you've made the regional championship, and they were able to walk away with 2 of those. Hats off to Coach Keith Baker and their staff
seniors.
And those ladies. And those ladies that man, And nobody really expected Letcher County Central at some point to probably make the regional championship, and they were able to do that. So hats off to them. Hats off to Coach Justin Ambergy, who stepped in and kind of filled that role as head coach for the ladies of the Knott County Central Patriots. And, you know, a lot of question marks surrounding that team to start the year, and to see that through and win a regional championship, hats off to them. And I think this goes without saying, Kylie Gayhart.
She stamped herself right there.
I mean, like, I'm not sure if I've seen many player performances across 3 games in a regional tournament and a player just absolutely refused to lose. I once coached a player in Parker Williams who I'd kind of coached him all year, and it was like for his last 3-4 games, he was like, I'm not going to lose. And I think Kylie Gayhart just took on that persona.
Yeah.
Like, no matter what, even when Letcher Central had the 7-point possession and they would go on this run and everybody's playing great, it's back and forth, something about Kylie Gayhart said, I'm not going to lose this game.
Well, and you know, the thing about it with Coach Ambergy, first championship.
Yep.
Did an outstanding job.
Congratulations.
And you know, I've coached high school boys and high school girls.
Yep.
And I told him at Coach B.B. King's visitation, I said, you will really enjoy coaching the girls by the end of the year.
Yep.
And that's what he told me yesterday, that he really enjoyed it. But they will play at 11 o'clock against Ashland Blazer, and I watched Ashland Blazer in Boyd County this morning.
Yeah.
And
what do you think?
I really think that
Knott Central's got a chance, right?
They've got more than a chance.
Absolutely.
I think in the right circumstances and everything, playing on the big stage, they have an opportunity to come away with that first-round win.
For those at home that may have not seen that, as the Breathitt County cheerleaders are kind of getting loose behind the camera here, they're throwing each other up in the air. When did you notice when that game is being played? When is Ashland?
11 a.m.
11 a.m. Wednesday?
It'll be the first session on Thursday.
On Thursday.
First
okay,
session
so Thursday, first session, will pin Ashland versus Knott.
The same exact draw here with the boys.
Yep.
They will play the winner of Trinity or Male at 11 a.m. Thursday. The following Thursday.
A team that might as well. And Ballard was upset. A lot of people thought that Ballard would be, you know, a top 5 team all year long. They were actually upset out of that region.
Yes.
So that'll be an interesting one to see play out. Also, Covcath on the boys' side has been upset by Cooper.
You don't play many 11 a.m. games throughout the season.
It's very odd. Very odd.
You play some Christmas tournaments or something like that, you'll play at 11, but more cases than not.
I have a feeling that Coach Ambergy will have them ready to go regardless, right?
Yes.
I saw he went home with the trophy next to him on the bus and was like, man, this is a good bus seatmate, right? From going home. Do what I did with the trophy once upon a time there, and that was just a digital trophy, right? I went home and it slept right with me. Got in the bed with me. All right, moving on from the ladies, hats off to all those girls teams on a hard-fought season. Saw lots of great teams and lots of great competition. We talked about Leslie and Owsley and Knott and Letcher and just the great run. Hazard made a great run toward the end. Hats off to all the 14th Region ladies teams on a job well done in a great tournament. But to wrap this one up, John Lowe is going to sit here and watch this and look at me and make me nervous. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. Get out of here. We got people watching Hometown 24, not WYMT. But we are going to go to boys action.
Yeah.
In the boys action tonight. Who do you got? Who do you got? Who do you got? You got Perry or Breathitt? Which one you picking? It's not on. Who you got, Perry or Breathitt? You got to make a pick. I don't think it's on. It's not on. That's right. You better go. He's going with the what? Yeah, you can come over here. You can hear me. I don't think anybody can hear you. Oh, you unplugged yourself.
All right.
Yeah.
First off, thanks to this guy for letting me on for a second. Second of all, Y'all have been killing this tournament. You all have been killing this tournament. It's always a pleasure to see you guys at these things. And since this is my last game of the year, I'm not going to state. This is my last game of the year. I thought I'd say that. It's always a pleasure. You guys have a good broadcast. Nice to see you. All right.
You're picking Perry. All right. Safe bet.
I've got the blue and the red tie.
You wore both colors.
It's strictly business.
I love you. Oh my God, John Lowe from W.
Watch Mountain News at 11.
Hey, we can put that plug in. It's okay. Wait till 11 o'clock tonight, and
Yeah.
you can watch WYNT and our man John Lowe. Unfortunately, he's a West Virginia fan.
Yeah.
He's a West Virginia Mountaineer. Oh my God, he came across his head. He pulled them. He destroyed everything. Oh my God. Oh, I love him. Good camaraderie up here amongst the media all week long.
Always.
Yeah, but like
Always.
everybody on this media row, we've had a blast. Like we've ran and got food for each other, drinks for each other. I borrowed a pen.
And, traditionally, I've done the stats for the regional tournament, and I've worked with all these guys always before. So,
Yeah.
they
Listen, if there are people out here covering your local sports, I mean, I think it goes, and this is not even on us, like, these people are doing the right thing for the right kids, right?
Yeah.
And it's all about covering our local athletes. And every single person along this media row has that in their heart and with their full intention.
yeah.
So that's what it's all about. All right, we got John Lowe's pick. I'm not going to get your pick yet, but why don't you set the scene for us? We already mentioned it was Breathitt's first regional championship since 2004 appearance, and it's obviously Perry's consecutive appearances now. They won it last year.
and the last 3 times they've been in the finals, they've won.
Perry. Yeah.
So, it's a traditional kind of thing for them. You talk about that first practice. They're planning on going to Rupp. Perry Central, they're not thinking about anything but going to Rupp Arena.
Yep.
So when Coach Hoskins, I'm sure that's the main goal is to get to Rupp Arena. And once you get to Rupp Arena, you're wanting to win. You're not just going to say, okay, we've gotten there, season's over. These two teams plan on going down. Whichever one wins, they're going to say, we're going to win that first round game, even though they're going to be probably a 15-point underdog.
Yeah, at least.
RPI-wise.
RPI, according to the RPI.
According
But
to
now
the
you've
RPI.
already said this about Breathitt. Breathitt's got athletes that not many other teams in Kentucky have
And
got.
they have played one of the Louisville teams and have beaten them on the road.
Sure. So
So-
it's like, and Perry, same manner, right? I mean,
They played an
Day
outstanding
and,
schedule.
Yeah, Day and Beverly, like those guys can play, and they can play with anybody, and they have the McLarness is huge, Castle was huge the other night, big, strong, physical. Knight, I mean, of course, 6'6", 6'7", shifty with his left hand. So it's like, these guys can run with anybody.
Oh, yeah.
So earlier in the year, Perry played at Breathitt. It came down to the wire, right? Breathitt has an opportunity to put the game away. Collins misses a layup when he actually probably in some situation could have held on to the basketball.
Ran
Perry,
out and foul, yeah.
yeah, Perry throws it the length of the floor, and I think it was Day or Woods.
Woods.
Woods
Left
drains left wing. I'm glad you saw it too. Left wing, 30-footer. It's good, nothing but. And at the buzzer, Perry walks off of the Coliseum there with a W. Do you expect more of the same tonight?
I expect it to go down to the last shot.
Oh my God! Don't do this to me. Our semifinal round, of course, went down to the wire for both games. We're talking
Outstanding
final 20, 25 seconds in both of those games. Wow, I'm already like you catch my nervous
My
habits
palms are
here. I'm
sweaty.
already like biting my nails. I don't even bite my nails. All right, we've got about 11 minutes here. We've kind of set the stage, and we've mentioned a couple outstanding players, but I think we do owe a shout out to our teams that have. And I should shout out Ryan Farmers watching back in Leslie County. He's a faithful TVS Cable Hometown 24 viewer.
Thank you for tuning in, Ryan, always. But I think the teams that made it here, you know, and like you said, July 15th rolls, dead period's over, you start lifting. Even if you are playing another sport, you're lifting, you're conditioning.
Right.
You start open gyms. You know, you've played AAU maybe for some of these guys. You've not even had an off season. And then October 15th rolls around. Some of these guys are running through like the weekend practices, maybe some 2-a-day practices. You know, you're gearing up as you approach that end of November scrimmage dates. You go through your scrimmages, right? Playing around with lineups, playing around with sets, continuities. You're playing through the hype of the beginning season, and you're working out all these kinks throughout the year. And we've already talked about the kinks that Brett has had to work through. And then you finally make it here. Hats off to all the teams across the state of Kentucky, but especially our 14th region teams that have graced this floor throughout the tournament.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, blood, sweat, tears, parents, supporters, the whole bit.
Haters.
Message boards, the whole bit. But
Do not read Bluegrass Rivals. We won't give away your handle.
Okay. But anyway, you know, the thing about it is that 32 teams left.
32 teams.
32.
That's what.
What you get down to is what's going to happen to get that down to 16 over the course of the next 2 or 3 nights.
And that's the goal. And I don't care what anybody says. In the state of Kentucky, making the 16, I mean, people hope for, you know, in other states, it's divided into classes, and they hope for state championships. There's Josh Hurt, Coach Al Holland, Hazard staff on the scene. But, you know, here in Kentucky, you play for tonight. You play for the Sweet 16, and then you play for a state championship from there. But I just want people at home to realize, you know, if you're not from Kentucky, it's hard to explain what a game like tonight means.
You can't.
You can't.
Coach Holland can.
Coach Holland can explain it. I got a good friend. Speaking of other states, I got a good friend, Delvonte Dixon. I'm going to call him up. Sit right here, Del. Yeah, sit. I'm gonna hand you my headset. But here's my first question. I'm gonna hand it off to you. You grew up in Florida. I want you to tell everybody at home how this, and it may be even better in Florida. I don't know. I want you to speak honestly. Tell us in your growing up experience in Florida how this in Kentucky with no classifications, just an all-on full state tournament, how that compares to what you grew up with in Florida. And then while you're at it, while you have the mic, I want you to tell us who you like tonight and why. And if you go on for the next 7 minutes, I'm fine. But when you get done, you can just hand the mic back to me if you want. Okay, tell them.
All righty. What's up, man?
Hey.
All right. I would say the main difference, I don't think the state of Kentucky has the same amount of classes. Like in Florida, we have so many classes. There are so many schools. And it's here, you can see they rely more on, I would say, the fundamentals or the small things. Whereas in Florida, you have so many freak athletes. That they can just some teams can just run and gun. And that's kind of how I did it when I was in Florida. And when I got here, I'm like, okay, you maybe can't do it as much, but I respect how a lot of the boys here, they work on the basics, ball handling, holding the ball, triple threat, those things. I'm not saying they don't do that in Florida, but I think here they have to focus on it more in order to be more successful because you just don't have
And the question would be, and I think classifications, 6 or was it 7 or 6 in Florida?
I think we have 7.
As opposed to 1 classification.
That's wild to me. I almost feels like it's not as fair in a way because it's like everybody's together. It's like I feel like maybe you should classify it just to make it, okay, there are levels to this. But
Okay. Who you got?
I'm going to go with Breathitt. I'm not going to get into specifics as to why, other than Breathitt, when I look at them, they have size. It looks like they have the athletes. Perry has plenty of athletes too. I just think size is a big thing, and I know it's at Perry. I know it happened when we played them. But I'm believing that Breathitt's going to come out. It's an emotional situation, emotional year for them.
Right.
I'm rooting for them, not just for that, but just I want them to be able to come out and do this, you know. I believe last year.
And I think a lot of people that's outside of Perry County fans are probably sentimentally rooting for Breathitt County. So
it's wild.
And Winston didn't hear he didn't hear your prognostication.
I told him earlier, but yeah, I'm just definitely rooting for Brett. They show up.
Yeah.
I will say they travel.
Yeah, and it's going to be a nice environment. Do you have that environment in Florida?
Yes.
For basketball.
I will say this, though. My high school and the high school I went to didn't really make it this far too often.
Yeah.
Because it was, like I said, it was so many teams. But wherever they did have it, it was most of the time it had to be neutral. Yeah. So they could have almost like an arena because it was so many people. I think after this year, I think they need to see something.
Listen, he made his pick.
I made my pick.
Make
your pick. Yes.
All right, I'm gonna make my pick. We got a break. We got a break.
All right, so
come back.
Appreciate it.
See you, Valentine.
How does this compare to Florida?
Yeah. Love you. Good job. Yeah. Oh God, there's Kyle Maggard. Get us out of here. He's not going to interrupt us yet. Come back at halftime. All right. We've had guest appearances. We've had guest picks. It's been chaos up here. And we are seeing you through to the Boys 14th Regional Championship as the crowd ramps up. Breathitt County Bobcats are coming back out on the floor, geared up for this premier matchup between the Commodores and Bobcats. Did you make your pick?
Nope.
Go.
Foul at the end. Spurry makes 2 free throws with no time on the clock.
Oh, no time!
And
Always
Breathitt County wins the region.
Oh, my God, with no time on the clock. I'm going to say Perry by 3 in regulation. And if I'm giving details about it, I'm going to say Kaiser Sloan in some scenario scores the last bucket for Perry, and Perry has to come down and get a stop, and that's it. All right, we are going to Dave, Harold. They got the easy job. They're on the call tonight. We will see you at halftime. Enjoy the game.
Nestled in the mountains of Appalachia, along the Purpose Road, is a hidden gem, Alice Lloyd College. For 100 years, ALC has been providing opportunities.
Opportunity to learn from the best.
Opportunity to work for my education.
Opportunity to serve my community.
Opportunity to become a leader.
Opportunity to find my life's purpose.
Apply now to find your purpose at Alice Lloyd College.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the John C. Combs Arena here on the campus of Perry County Central High School in Hazard. Coach Randy Napier Court here, and need I say anything but the crowd is here, both teams are here. I'm Harold Mullins, and David Adams sits alongside. We are here for what promises to be an outstanding championship game.
It must be very important, Harold Mullins, and it's good to be with you because there's no seats in the house. If they are, there's very few, and they got a lot of people standing, and we welcome everybody aboard tonight for this big regional final, the Breathitt County Bobcats and the Perry County Central Commodores. Harold, when these two teams play, it is lights out, it is physical, it's go get it, and I expect nothing else tonight.
Perry Central last went to the state tournament a year ago when they lost to the eventual state champions, Clark County High School in Winchester. And for Breathitt County, it has been a while. 27 years since the Bobcats have won a 14th region championship. And Coach B.B. King was hired to win a championship. In fact, his first interview after being named the head coach of Breathitt County, he said, "My job and I'm quoting now, my job is to win the 14th Region Championship and go to a state tournament. Well, had he survived and lived long enough, he'd be one game away.
Yes, he would, Harold. And these kids has been playing lights out, the Bobcats have, playing extremely hard, and it just seemed like they've got something to play for, Harold Mullins.
Yeah, I agree. We've got a lot of people that we need to give shout-outs to later on. We understand we've had a big audience throughout these regional tournaments, both girls and boys. And we also have a statement we need to make about the girls' state tournament. We'll have to do that in just a little bit. Right now, we will take a break while we have the playing of our national anthem. We'll be back for the introduction of starting lineups when we roll on from Coach Randy Napier Court at Prairie County Central High School. We'll be right back.
There's a reason our customers make the trip to Dan Cummins Chevrolet in Paris, Kentucky. There is something for everyone, and with over 2,000 new and used cars to pick from, we make it easy to become part of the Dan Cummins family. We want you to drive away in your new car just like over 10,000 of our satisfied customers have. Visit us at Dan Cummins Chevrolet.
Let me tell you one more time exactly how I feel. I'd rather drive to Paris for a Dan Cummins deal.
Come on over to Big Blue Smokehouse and have a good time with great food, mouth-watering barbecue, salad bar, and amazing new appetizers that will have you asking for more. And don't forget about the famous Coal Fire Pizza. And if you're looking for a little Kentucky tradition, they have the best bourbon selection in all of Eastern Kentucky. Hosting a party? They got that covered too, with banquet rooms for all occasions. Good food, friendly service, a place for everyone to eat. Big Blue Smokehouse.
In Eastern Kentucky, being connected to the world has never been easier. With our 100 meg package at only $44.95 a month, you can be sure to always stay connected and up to date. But if that's not fast enough, we offer even faster. With the layest technology to make sure you're getting the most out of your service. Give us a call today or check out tgtel.com for more information. Thacker Grigsby, bringing the future to Eastern Kentucky.
A lot has changed in 100 years. We've gone from the Model T to the electric car, from silent film to home theaters, and from the telegram to the iPhone. And through it all, People's Bank and Trust of Hazard has been there for local people. From paper checks to debit cards, from wire transfers to online banking, People's Bank has maintained a tradition of service while embracing the future for your financial needs. Celebrating a century of service to the mountains. People's Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
I was born and raised in Leslie County, and now I live and maintain my law practice in Hazard.
I came back home to the mountains to fight for mountain people. At Wilder and Mosley Injury Law, we love our communities and the people that live in them.
We want you to know that you have two attorneys fighting for you as hard as they possibly can that grew up in the communities and work in the communities that you're from.
If you've been injured in a car wreck, a slip and fall, or by an act of negligence, call us at Wilder and Mosley Injury Law. We are East Kentucky's trial team.
No matter what town or community you live in, there's a Tim Short dealership nearby. That's because our family of dealerships are dedicated to serving the folks throughout Eastern Kentucky. Our employees are your friends and neighbors, helping to support the local economy and provide safe and affordable transportation to everyone that shops the family of Tim Short dealerships. Our entire inventory can be found with the click of a button at timshortautogroup.com. Visit us online and join the thousands of customers that took the short drive to satisfaction today.
TVS Cable has everything you need to stay entertained. Video services with all your favorite channels and local sports on Hometown 24. Ask about digital voice service for home and business. High-speed internet so you never fall behind in a game. There's something for all ages. We've got you covered. Sit back and enjoy everything TVS has to offer. Stay connected with TVS.
If you're looking for a convenient pharmacy location with a friendly, caring staff, look no further than Heinemann Pharmacy, located inside the new Heinemann Primary Care Center. Our pharmacy is open Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 6:30, but always stays open until the last patient is seen. Whether you need to pick up your refills in our drive-thru, need a flavored medicine for your little ones, or something to feel better after a visit to the clinic, the Heinemann Pharmacy inside Primary Care has got you covered. Located at 425 Heinemann Bypass. Call the Heinemann Pharmacy at 785-0513.
When it comes to your family's health care, making the right connection is easy with just a call, click, or visit to one of Mountain Comprehensive Health Corporation's clinics serving Eastern Kentucky and Southwest Virginia. Our providers cover the full spectrum of medicine for the whole family, as well as specialty and support services such as pulmonary, optometry, dentistry, and podiatry, plus on-site labs, x-rays, nutritionist, and more. Call today for an appointment or telehealth visit. Now accepting Virginia Medicaid. Mountain Comprehensive Health Corporation.
Welcome back to Prairie Central High School here in Hazard for tonight's championship game of the 14th Region Boys Basketball Tournament. The Commodores of Prairie Central taking on the Bobcats of Breathitt County. The starting lineup for tonight's game for the visitors on the scoreboard, the Bobcats. They'll start Luke Bellamy and Andrew Combs along with Austin Sperry in the backcourt, Bryce Hoskins, number 5, and Christian Collins, number 0, will start along the baseline. Breathitt County, a very, very experienced basketball team. They start 4 seniors. For Prairie Central, they start Beverly and Woods in the backcourt. They're 2 sophomores. Day, Knight, and Kaiser Sloan will start along the baseline for the Commodores. They're coached by Shannon Hoskins, and they are the runner-up in the 54th district. Kyle Moore, taking over for the late B.B. King, is the head coach of Breathitt County, and they're the champions of the 55th. Before we get started, we'll give a shout-out to the late B.B. King, some of his family that is listening in tonight. BB's niece, Lakin Sandlin.
Louisville, Kentucky.
Louisville, Kentucky. Her friend Peyton Barber alongside watching tonight's game.
Glad to have them.
I understand they're big fans of yours. Don't care a whole lot about me, but they are big fans of yours.
Lakin is a sweet young lady. It's good to hear from you, Lakin.
And, of course, the late coach's in-laws, Red and Alma Sandlin here in Hazard. They watch Hometown 24 religiously, and we are proud
Glad to have
to say that B.B. King was a close personal friend of ours. I watched the last state tournament he ever attended. He and I watched the whole tournament together.
And we enjoyed
and a
it.
shout out to the big guy looking down on us tonight.
Well, crowd's ready to go, and referees get ready to, we're going to have the ball brought out to the officials before we get started, Harold. Also, Harold, I want to say hello to Coach Lonnie Morris in Harrodsburg, Kentucky, him and Kathy. His brother come to me and showed me a picture of him shooting. I still don't think he can shoot good as me, Harold, but I'm not going to brag on that, but I was glad to hear from him tonight.
Breathitt County dressed in blue, Commodores in white. Our referees are about ready to get this one underway. They hail from the 12th region. And we're glad you're aboard. It is the Bobcats that come first in front court.
Purry opens in a man defense.
They're going to try to overplay Sperry, make him give the ball up. Here goes Hoskins, 2-0 Breathitt County.
Nice move by the big guy, using that left hand for the first bucket for the Bobcats.
Quickly front court, here comes Beverly. Now comes down inside, fires a jumper off the rim, no good. Rebound down, Breathitt County has it. Bobcats with it, Spurry across the timeline. They look for Collins, find him, get it out, left side, Bellamy, no good. Rebound down to Kaiser Sloan. That may be just a hair out of Bellamy's range. Their three-pointer no good. Ball thrown away. Bellamy comes up with it for Breathitt County. Bellamy on the move. Brings it back out top of the circle to Spurry. He calls for the high ball screen. Now waves it away and goes left wing to Andrew Combs.
Hoskins trying to get set on that block down there, and they got Collins on the lower block.
And Sperry throws it away. Knight with the steal for Prairie Central. Front court today. Winner of tonight's game will play Thursday in the Sweet 16, or Wednesday, I think, in the Sweet 16. We'll have to check that to be sure. But they will play the champions of the 7th region, and that is going to be decided between Louisville Male and Louisville Trinity. That game coming up, I think, tonight as well. That's our first foul of the game.
Spurry gets the foul for the Bobcats.
Going to the line will be Beverly. His shot is no good, and boy, they have missed a ton of free throws in this tournament.
I want to say, Harold, tonight is a night Coach Hoskins does not want his kids missing a lot of free throws. You just can't win a regional final if you miss a lot of free throws.
One more shot coming up to Beverly. Back of the arm, no good. Rebound, jump ball, and it'll stay with Prairie Central. Got lucky and got it back, David.
Yep. That was a long hit back in the lane about 10 feet, and Bobcats has got to block out and go for that board because the Commodores was going after it.
Sloan, shot no good, rebound Collins. Prairie Central is opened up ice cold. Sperry leaves it off with Bellamy, and they'll start the offense. Boy, Bellamy almost threw it away. Andrew Combs able to rescue that. Both teams have opened up a little case of the nerves, I think. Outside, Bellamy for three, no good, missed the whole goal. Andrew Combs put it back in.
Combs gets his first bucket, 4-0 Bobcats early in the first quarter.
These two teams played earlier in the year at Breathitt County, and Woods hit a three-point bucket at the buzzer to defeat the Bobcats by 1 point. Beverly lobs it in today. Breathitt County up 4-0. Day's jumper, no good. Rebound down to Bellamy. 5:08 to go. Almost 3 minutes has gone by.
Purry, that was a good shot. He just couldn't hit it.
Combs turned it over. We have seen that call more in the girls and boys regional tournament this year than we have all season long. The 12th region officials, if you hesitate that dribble, they're going to call it.
Yep. Bobcats still in the man defense.
Sloan, top of the circle, left side it goes. Beverly. Now today, Breathitt County straight man-to-man. Woods. Like he may have got away with a walk over today.
Bobcats solid man right now. Commodores trying to get something. Cutting across the middle, coming across the lane to the top.
Commodores being very patient offensively. Good defensive effort to this point by the Bobcats. Day with it. Out to Beverly, back to Day. Day almost lost it, and we got a foul. If that's on...
That's be on Bellamy at the
Bellamy.
Yeah. Team second. 4-0 with just over 4 minutes. First quarter from the John C. Combs Arena.
Knight with it at the elbow, gets it back out. Kaiser Sloan. Prairie Central has gone over 4 minutes and have not scored. Beverly, no good. Rebound down to Collins. Here goes Sperry all the way. Lay it in. 6-0 Bobcat timeout. Prairie Central will keep it right here. Commodores are in a drought. They've gone 4.5 minutes and have not scored.
Well, Breathitt's a little different team than a lot of the teams they've played in the region, Harold. Breathitt has height, and they move pretty well, too. So, you know, they're getting some good looks. They're contested looks, but they're not bad looks. So,
while we have a moment, let us address the elephant in the room. I have had so many emails, texts, messages today asking me about the girls' state tournament and were we going to do it, this, that, and the other. The answer to that is a no. Kentucky High School Athletic Association allows one media outlet per every team in the state tournament. In years past, we have represented Knott County Central every year as their representative in the state tournament. This year, the administration at the Knott County Central Board of Education chose to go in another direction, and so they named another outlet. With that being said, we will continue to be staunch supporters of Lady Patriot basketball and all the athletes at Knott County Central High School. We wish we were going with you. So sorry we are not.
Wish them the best.
But that was not our call. Shot good by Knight. 3-point basket.
Knight's first three, and the Commodores took them about almost 5 minutes to get on the board.
Front court 6-3.
Here's the zone I thought Commodores would play to try to keep Spurry. If you play man, he gets up top. He takes it to the bucket. This is now they're kind of matching up.
Down low it goes to Hoskins. Kick it back out. Long three. Bellamy out. Bellamy doing a little pose after that one goes, and it's 9-3.
Yep, playing
in
a
favor
little,
of Breathitt County.
Played a little string music at the John C. Combs Arena.
Woods, baseline jumper good. Nice shot by Woods, the sophomore.
I thought Combs did a pretty good job on him. Woods, just a nice shot there. Good form, good follow through.
So going back to the emails and everything, I appreciate you guys doing that and wanting us to go. Wish we could go, but we cannot.
I'm sure those guys, whoever they are, will do a good job.
But we hope that that the emails and the viewers continue on Hometown 24.
Oh, Lord, we got to have them.
9-5. Minute 50 to go, first quarter. Bellamy in the corner goes to Collins. First time he's touched it offensively today. This matchup 2-3 zone. And like you said, this was to cut off Spurry's penetration. Shot no good by Bellamy. He's gotten four looks.
Yeah, he got a good look.
Down inside Knight, turns, missed the shot, got his own rebound, let it in. 9-7, Commodores crawl within 2.
Knight's got 5 points for the Commodores. Under a minute, first quarter, 9-7, Bobcats leading.
Bellamy and Combs exchange passes. Now get it back to Spurry out near midcourt. 35 seconds to go for a quarter. Out inside Hoskins, no good. Collins rebounds. And they go to the floor battling for it. It's going to be a jump ball. And it'll stay with Breathitt County.
Collins and Knight very familiar with each other. They both played at Buckhorn.
Started out at Buckhorn.
Yeah.
Twin Towers a couple of years ago at Buckhorn. And it comes to Collins. Back to Bellamy, or Spurry. He drives baseline, puts it up and shot it in.
And that was a tough shot, but he gets the job done. 4 for him.
11-7. 4-point lead, 9 seconds to go. Beverly out near midcourt, going to have to do something and do it quickly. 4 seconds. Here he comes, down into the paint, jump shot. No good, and we'll go to the second quarter with Breathitt County leading 11-7. We'll be right back.
Home sweet home. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we've been providing our friends and neighbors the sweet dream of homeownership since 1960. We're proud to support the community we work and live in. That's why we take so much pride in providing competitive rates, low closing costs, and quick turnaround by local decision makers. Investing and growing our community is what we do. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we believe that there's no place like our home. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Just want to watch the game.
Dad turned on the ceiling fan, used the gray remote, hit power, then input.
It's not working.
That's the silver one.
It might be difficult to understand what all the remotes on your coffee table do. But with a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent in every county, at least it's easy to get great insurance. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Next time, I'll just go to the game.
Second quarter coming up. 7-11 are Bobcats, and Commodore's getting shots, but they're struggling getting those shots.
They're struggling to put it in the hole. Right now, they're not shooting the ball well. I'm sure they'll heat up in a little bit, and Breathitt County, for the most part, they've not shot it especially well. Bellamy has 1 3-pointer, but he's gotten all 4 really good looks. Day started to the basket, and Beverly threw it behind him, out of bounds.
Castle was on the far side. I think Coach Hoskins wanted the ball on over to Castle.
Castle into the lineup, replacing Sloan.
Coach Moore calls out to play 1.
They go back to the zone. In the corner, open Andrew Combs, no good. Rebound, Collins lost it. Goes back down to get it, and it's picked off by... And what do we got? Temper's going a little crazy as Castle and Collins got into it a little bit.
Yeah.
We're going to see what we got. I don't believe they're going to call anything. Kyle Moore, both hands stretched out. They went and explained to Shannon Hoskins, but they said nothing to the Breathitt County coach. Front court, Woods with it. Now right side to Beverly. Gets it to Day, top of the circle. Day's guarded by Spurry.
Bobcats staying in that man defense.
Not a whole lot getting done offensively, is it?
No.
Here goes Beverly, goes to the corner, gets shut off. Now outside, Day for 3. Good. Went in, came out, hit the backboard, and dropped back through. And it's 11-10.
That's Day's first bucket.
Back to a zone, this trip down court after being man-to-man the last time. They turn it over on the run out. Woods, no good. Rebound. Spurry lost it. And going up, having a shot block.
What a
Beverly.
block by Spurry. Oh, my, he timed that perfect.
Sperry blocked the shot. He was coming out there on the run, trying to get an early start on the fast break.
Hit a foot.
The ball hit a foot. Bounced back, and he was able to shut off the easy basket as he blocked the shot. Sloan back into the lineup. Leaving is Day. Sloan with it, takes it down inside, spins, and shot no good. Rebound Spurry.
Sloan got a pretty good shot there after he made his move. He just couldn't get it to drop.
Bellamy gets it over to Spurry. He goes inside, puts it up no good, but he'll go to the line. Spurry got inside the zone that time.
Looks like Knight's going to get foul, and Spurry will go to the foul line. He's got 4 in the game so far. Point number 5 and 6 possible here.
Austin Spurry, a sophomore. Fires it up and no good.
He's been shooting free throws good. Last game, did an excellent job there for the Bobcats.
Isaac Bellamy up off the bench for Breathitt County. And he will replace his brother, Luke. 12-10, Bobcats by 2. Prairie Central has never led. Down inside they go to Sloan. He turns on Spurry, takes him inside, shoots over him, no good. Rebound Hoskins, foul on Castle.
Yeah, Castle was behind Hoskins that time. Probably should have just turned and went ahead. Hoskins had the ball in his hand.
Day is back in for Prairie Central, and Beverly will get a break.
5 minutes before the half. This may be so far our lowest scoring game of
Well,
the
you know, you expect that in a championship game. I tell you, it's just so many people, without a doubt, the biggest crowd these teams have played in front of. And what do we got? A foul. I believe it's going to be on Spurry.
No,
or correction on Bellamy.
Bellamy just had the ball out in front, and Commodores tuck it. Good defense by the Woods of the Commodores.
Referee's trying to confirm who the foul was on. Isaac Bellamy is confirmed.
13 foul on the Bobcats.
Woods, long three, no good. Rebound, Hoskins. Ahead to Spurry. See if Spurry will make his move. Takes it into the paint. Dumps it back out to Hoskins and gets it back. Beverly will come back for Prairie Central. In the corner, open, Isaac Bellamy, good. 15-10, Bobcats by 5.
Bellamy's first bucket of the night, three-pointer right side.
Castle makes his move on Hoskins, turns, kicks it out. Sloan, three, no good. Rebound down inside. It is Bobcat basketball. And Castle and Hoskins. Castle is a physical player, and he makes his presence known when he's in there. But he's playing against a man just as big, if not bigger, than he is. And we got a foul. It's going to be and on Castle.
That's Castle's second, so.
Castle will go out of the lineup. Beverly back in there along with Day. McElarness is in there as well. Coach Hoskins over there having a word with Castle. And ball knocked away on the floor. It's going to be a foul. And they're going to get Bellamy for the foul. That's his second one. And they almost called a technical foul on him. I tell you what, these 12th region officials love to call technical fouls, don't they? Luke Bellamy back in. Isaac Bellamy will have a seat. He picked up 2 quick fouls. But he did hit a big three-point basket. McElarness. Now to Everly. That was a 3 by Knight. No good. Rebound down. Here goes Spurry. Off and underneath. Collins. Good. Collins running the floor, and Spurry gave it to him in stride. It's 17-10.
Collins, his first bucket.
And a jump shot, Sloan, good.
That's wide open. He'll hit that all night, Kaiser will. And that's
I think his Andrew Combs went down, fell for some reason.
Yeah.
Straight away, 3 Bellamy, no good. Rebound, Collins gets it back. Down inside to Combs. Back out to Spurry, and they'll set it up. Out of the corner, Andrew Combs, no good. Rebound, Collins. Back up and in. No, they call him for a walk. Breathitt fans don't like that a little bit, but I thought it was a good call. 17-12. Driving and jump shooting, no good. Rebound, Collins. Boy, Breathitt County has absolutely controlled the board.
Yes, they have.
Between Collins and Hoskins. Inside, Spurry, no good. And they got him for a walk. And timeout, Breathitt County. I don't know about that one. I agree with the one on Collins, but now that one I did not see. 17-12 with 30-second timeout, and David Adams, Prairie County's not shot the ball well.
No, I think Bobcats have had something to do with it. I think Prairie's run their offense real good, but Breathitt County's got a hand up on them. They're playing pretty good, solid defense right now. And down on this end, you know, the Commodores are playing good, solid. They're bodying up, so both teams are playing good defense right now.
One into the season, these two teams, along with Hazard and Letcher Central, were the teams everybody talked about and maybe having the best chance of making it to Rupp Arena. Well, all 4 of those teams were in the semifinals, and now 2 of them are playing for a championship. And kind of had that one pegged from the start, didn't we? Full house here at Prairie Central. This place supposedly seats about 5,000, and we should be close to that in here now. Sloan, top of the circle, lost it, goes back and gets it. Now to Date. Down the lane and ditching it out. A Knight fall-away jumper, no good. Rebound, Collins. And what do we got, out of bounds? You say Collins was out of bounds. So the Commodores will get another chance. Minute 18 to go. They get it in. Sloan with it. Up from straight away. No good, but they got Collins on the foul. And it's going to be 3 shots coming up to Sloan. Kaiser Sloan, transfer from Knox County Central. A year ago.
Kaiser's going to just have 2. Maybe he had a foot on the line there, Harold, but he looked like he was back, but evidently the foot was on the line.
Oh, it's just going to be 2? First one, no good. And Prairie Central continuing to leave points on the floor.
They're 0 for 3 at the line so far tonight.
And this one is good. 17-13. Bobcats by 4, minute 7 to go until halftime. Let's see if Breathitt County elects to pull it out. Bellamy with it, nobody close. They lob it over to Spurry and back to Bellamy. Ball knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Breathitt County.
Got to be strong with your pass and got to be strong with the basketball. Looks like Coach Moore may want one shot here.
44 seconds, why not? They go in the corner to Combs. Brings it back outside. They'll wheel it around the zone. 35 seconds to go until halftime. Bellamy threw it up, no good. Koskins gets it back into the corner. Bellamy, 3, good. 20 seconds, 20-13, 7-point Bobcat lead. Boy, Bellamy was out of control there, and he just got lucky to get it back. McAlarnas, long 3, Woods, no good. McAlarnas back up inside, that's no good. And we go to halftime with Breathitt County leading 20-13. Meanwhile, the Commodores slow to get up, and that is Tyler Day. We'll take a break. We'll come back. The guys will take us through halftime as we roll on from the championship game of the 14th Region Tournament.
AppalachianWireless.com is here to make your life easier and save you money. Sign in or create a self-care account to pay bills, view usage, or check contract dates. You can also apply for paperless billing and auto pay to save up to $5 per phone per month on postpaid plans. Forward pay customers, you can also renew or change your plans and pay your bills online as well. It's self-care at AppalachianWireless.com because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
You'll drive away saying, man.
What a deal.
What a deal. Is that right?
That's it.
Is that it?
Yep.
Man, what a game.
Yep.
But it's odd. Like everybody up here, we're standing up here. We're standing sort of amidst the Breathitt fan base, but we also have some coaches up here standing along the rail alongside us. Coach Al Hollins up here kind of watching the game. Coach Josh Hurts watching the game. There's some coaches up here watching this game, and we're all like just kind of banter across this rail, and it's like nobody can score. Yeah. I mean, we're on pace for a 40-26er.
Well, nobody's playing that 84-foot press.
So
it'll be man-to-man or zone.
You talked about this, and me and you've talked about this all week. This is. I know everybody wants to see points and everybody wants to see 80s, 90s, 70s even, 60s even. But let's be honest, in regional tournament championship play,
it's always low.
This is what you expect.
Yeah, you expect it. And you expect it in state tournament. You expect it in about everything you go. When it becomes one of those pressurized games, because nobody wants to kind of open it up.
And if you couldn't tell, Perry County Central has had trouble. I bet this has to be the worst that they've shot in a half all year long. I mean, it's like they cannot now credit the Breathitt County defense.
Oh, yeah.
But they just cannot seem to find a way to score. I mean, they have 13 points here at halftime, and it's like the things that they have scored on, Knight hits a 3, Woods hits like an 18-footer, like where you kind of don't want to shoot from. He scores. And then, Kaiser hit a jumper. It's like there are no points to be had across the blocks.
And they're also limiting the offensive rebounds. Good block outs down on this end where we're at.
I think Breathitt County's controlled the boards, and I know they've only scored 20 points, but they've taken care of the basketball for the most part, right?
Yep.
They've taken care of the basketball, and
no live turnovers that's led to easy baskets for Prairie Central.
We saw a couple turnovers, and Sperry had a couple, but man, every turnover that's happening on either end, believe me, there is no easy layup on the other end. It is a fight.
Blood on the floor.
There is blood on the dance floor.
And Prairie Central has played. They've varied their defenses up. They've allowed them to shoot the three, which kind of we expected. Firing the three. Bellamy's been able to hit three.
Bellamy's hit three.
And, the thing about it is once you start making one or two, and I've always used the phrase Rick Pitino, and I know a lot of people out there don't care a whole lot about Rick Pitino, but once you make one or two, it seems like you say, okay, it opens up the tap and you keep on shooting threes. And, the thing about it is, out of the against the 1-3-1, against the 2-1-2, against the matchup 2-1-2, they've really struggled other than Bellamy. And I'm sure that was Coach Hoskins's.
Sure. Prevent Collins and Hoskins
slashing.
And Sperry from getting to the rim.
Oh yeah. And sometimes they've been able to get it, and Collins has been on the offensive board.
He's gotten on the offensive glass, and to open up the game, Hoskins scored a beautiful bucket over the shoulder, had a great move, going left to right, and was able to score a contested layup around the rim. But yeah, other than that, everything's coming from the out, and Bellamy and Combs answering the call, and Bellamy's handled the ball a lot. And credit to Combs' defense, on the defensive end. He's been able to dictate, Breathitt County's been able to dictate the pace that they want. Now, we've played this game every game, and what better day to play it than today? I'm Coach Hoskins. I'm down 7. I've only scored 13 points. I know that you do not want to press and let Austin Sperry run wild, possibly. But at what point is that your identity? And we saw this in the Letcher-Perry game where Letcher came out in a half-court zone, but they traditionally play half-court man. They come out second half, they play half-court man, boom, they're back in the game. If you are Perry, do you get back to pressing and being who you are this half?
Rather than full front, maybe on the 2-2-1, you just pick them up maybe three-quarter court, make them work the ball, make them try to throw it over the top. That's not necessarily speeding them up. It's more than you're utilizing the full
length
84 feet or the full court. And maybe they can pick up some steals. But right now, nothing is easy on the offensive end for Prairie Central. I really think I think you got to go inside. I think you got to go to Knight. You got to go to Castle. I think you got to up and unders against Hoskins.
Right. We have to find a way to get this rock in the paint, right?
And once that's identified in the paint, maybe you can get some better looks.
Sure.
Outside.
Woods, Kaiser. It's so much easier, and you try to explain this to players, and I'm sure there's a stat out there to break it up. Coach Gary Gibson knows the stat. So you when the ball goes in and comes out, your likelihood of making that three is much, much greater than you even pulling up out of a continuity offense where it's swung around the horn, right? If it goes in and touches that paint and comes back out, much more likelihood of that shot going in.
And also drawing fouls.
Absolutely. Try to get Collins or Hoskins out of the game, right? And they're obviously making a big difference, especially on the glass. Collins is cleaning right now.
But it's a very physical game, and they're allowing, once again, a lot of contact around the bucket. So
now, one thing we do want to see if it develops, and, it's championship night in the second half. I'm sure you play on a broke leg, but Day limped off at the end of the half there. I don't know if you caught it on Hometown 24, but Day came up a little limp, a little gimpy there toward the end of the half.
And they got to have him. Got to have him.
They got to have him. All right, 2 minutes left. Your prediction staying the same?
Staying the same.
Mine's staying the same too. I'm still going to take Perry. I think if you're Shannon, you gamble now and be who you are and you press some and try if you can speed this game up.
Yep, I agree.
All right, guys. Man, it's sad. That's the last halftime we're going to cover this year for the 14th Regional Boys Basketball Tourney. We're throwing it back to Dave and Harold. Join us back here for post-game stuff. Thank you, man, Toyota, and the halftime show. We'll catch you after the game.
At HCTC, you're more than just a student.
I am motivated.
I am retired.
I am a grandmother.
I am a veteran. I am an entrepreneur. I am a son.
I am a small business owner.
I am HCTC.
Welcome back to Prairie Central High School and the John C. Combs Arena and Coach Randy Napier Court for the second half of the 14th Region Championship game.
Wes Smith down in Madisonville is looking in her on. He wanted to say hello to. He said he missed us. He's lying, but he missed us.
He told me that about what a great team they had down there. They got beat out.
Wes got beat?
Oh, yeah, they're out. That's the reason he's home right now watching TV.
Well, I'm going to tell you something, Earl. We'll make her move tomorrow when it counts.
I think, and I might be wrong, but I think Hopkinsville beat them.
Yeah. Well, he said there were 2 or 3 pretty good teams in his region.
Well, Lyon County's down there, but I ain't mistaken. Madisonville probably as big a school as it is in that region.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I got to eat my last piece of candy a while ago while you were gone.
Did you?
Ann and Dave sent us, Dave Dixon. And we beat good all tournament, and we love them for it. Appreciate it.
No doubt.
Prairie getting shots, but they're not going that well.
Prairie just now coming out on the floor.
And Breathitt, Breathitt is hurrying their shots a little bit, Earl, and I'm sure Coach Moore has talked to them about that. And
I would be talking to Spurrier about playing just a little bit more under control.
Yeah. I think the first 3 minutes will set the tone for either team here in this half, so it's a very important 3 minutes. You can bet on it.
20-13 as we start the third quarter. One of these teams 16 minutes away from advancing to the state basketball tournament. Combs with it out to Spurry between the circle.
He thought about squaring up there, Combs did, but changed his mind.
Spurry makes his move, kicks it outside. Combs is open. Good.
5 points.
23-13, 10-point Bobcat lead.
Perfect Sparrow on that ball.
That's what he needs to do. Make the penetration when they stop him. Get it out to somebody that's open. Here goes Knight. Pull-up jumper. Bank! Get in straight away.
Give Knight credit. That's a tough shot. That's his 7th point.
He couldn't do that if he tried.
Man, what a shot.
Line drive into the backboard and down through the net. Down inside it goes to Hoskins. He turns and he is fouled by Sloan.
Kaiser not really the matchup. Kaiser's strength-wise there, it's a disadvantage for Kaiser.
Down underneath, Hoskins has it blocked and a foul on Kaiser Sloan.
Hoskins will...
That's 2 quick fouls picked up by Kaiser.
Yep. Hoskins hit the first bucket of the game, Earl, and he's not scored since. So we go to the line for 2 here.
At the line, Hoskins, no.
A little too strong.
8-point Bobcat lead.
Hurry's 1 out of 4 from the free throw line, and Breathitt's 1 out of 3 so far.
And he missed them both.
1 out of 4, so it's both teams
Both teams have missed free throws.
Yep.
Commodores with it. Beverly gets it over to Sloan. He bulls his way in. No good. And what do we got? Foul on Collins. I believe that's his second.
It is, yeah.
And Kaiser Sloan, who has been one Commodore that has made a foul shot. And this one is no good.
Well, you know, both teams are missing them, so, you know, either team's not taking advantage of the other one on those free points.
And he missed another one. Both teams have missed 2 free throws to start the quarter.
The goal is not very big tonight.
Spurry. Get over to Bellamy. Bellamy back to Spurry. Thought about a 3, won't take that. Brings it back outside. Man-to-man defense. Spurry makes his move, spins into the paint with a runner. Good. Austin Spurry, and it's back to a 10-point lead.
Spurry's got 7 in the game.
Beverly gets through, has his shot blocked, but his foul's going to be on Bellamy.
And to be honest, that's a good foul by Bellamy because he was going to have a open layup there if he didn't apply force. Beverly in the ball game. Has not scored, Harold Mullins.
He has now.
1 out of 3 from the line. 16-25, Bobcats by 9.
Good again. And the lead back to 8, 25-17.
Here comes the 2-2-1 three-quarter court.
Ball in the corner to Combs. He drives baseline, gets double teamed, threw it away, and what do we got?
Got a timeout.
We got timeout by Breathitt County. A 30-second timeout, and Coach Kyle Moore saw his man in trouble, didn't he?
Yep, he did. Good timeout. Both coaches done an excellent job with their teams during this tournament. They really have. Had them ready to play in every ball game, and want to take our hats and congratulate both coaches for doing an excellent job.
Once again, we want to announce that Hometown 24 will not be going to the girls' state basketball tournament to cover Knox County Central's Lady Patriots. The KHSAA only allows 1 media outlet per team, and even though we have gone every year in the past, the Knox County Board of Education administration chose to go in a different route this year. So Hometown 24 extends our congratulations to the Lady Patriots, and we wish them the very best against Ashland. They lob it in backcourt. Bellamy gets double teamed. In the corner, it goes to Combs. Back cross court. Bellamy thought about a 3, won't take it.
Now he will. No, he decides not to again.
Spurry guarded by Sloan. Down inside it goes to Hoskins. Back out Combs. 3 on its way. No good. Rebound. Combs has got it back. Goes up. Lays it in.
Big play.
And it's back to a 10-point lead for Breathitt County. 27-17.
Just hustle there by Combs to get that bucket.
Beverly to Wood. Wood drives, leaves it out to Sloan. Thought about a 3. He won't take that. Now straightaway 3, Sloan, no good. Rebound, Spurry. And a foul's going to be on Wood. Breathitt County has owned the boards in this game.
Yeah, the Commodores have not had many trips to get that second shot tonight. And
Breathitt County trying to end a streak that goes back 27 years since they went to the boys state tournament. Driving Spurry, no good, but he'll go to the line. And he'll shoot 2.
Spurry with 7 in the ball game.
Foul, I believe, was on Knight. Spurry, the sophomore, fires it up there good. Biggest lead of the night on the board right now, 28-17.
11 points for Spurry. He'll have one more.
Good again. 29-17, Bobcats by 12. Shot no good. Rebound Collins. That was Beverly.
You know,
over he goes to Bellamy in front court to Collins. Gets it back to Bellamy. And we got a foul. That's going to be on Beverly. That's team foul number 5. Prairie Central in danger of putting Breathitt County in the bonus early.
Under 4 in the third quarter.
Collins, down low it goes to Hoskins. Hoskins turns, spins, lost it. Collins goes back and gets it. And what do we got?
Timeout.
A timeout by Breathitt County. No, they called a jump ball.
Jump ball, yep.
Gave the possession to the Commodores. Castle back in, they will leave.
Official was pointing towards the bench.
I did too.
Yeah.
Little cleanup in aisle 1, and then we'll be back to play.
Yeah.
Castle turns on Hoskins. Hoskins blocked it and took it away from him. Boy, Hoskins is just too big a man to try to go in there alone. Inside, they leave it off. Collins, good. Prairie to Collins, and it's 31-17. Timeout. Prairie County Central. 3:20 to go, third quarter. Commodores down by 14, and we'll take a break. We'll be right back. We are back. 31-17. It has been all Breathitt County in the third quarter.
Yes, it has. You know, the Commodores are playing hard. Harold, they just can't hit shots.
Well, I think they're intimidated by the size of Breathitt County. I think Breathitt County has worn them out on the glass, both offensively and defensively. I think Hoskins' size has really caused been a factor in the paint.
Yeah, underneath the bucket it has, and there's no easy shots for the Commodores. They've had to earn every shot.
It'll be Commodore basketball. Looking, get it in to Beverly, guarded by Bellamy. Beverly drives baseline, pull up jumper, rolls out. Rebound Sloan, back up and in.
Nice rebound.
First offensive board for Breathitt County, or for the Commodores.
5 for Kaiser Sloan.
Here comes the press. Bellamy gets it. Spurry brings it in front court. Spurry gets it off, threw it away. Ahead he goes to Sloan. And restolen by Combs. To Hoskins and now to Bellamy. In the corner he goes to Combs. Back out to Spurry, 2.5 to go. Third quarter, 12-point lead for the Bobcats. Hoskins comes out, gives a ball screen for Spurry. He goes down the lane, put it up no good, but he'll go to the line.
He's just so quick. It makes a tough matchup for the Commodores. He's just, that first step so
At
quick.
team foul number 6 on Prairie Central, and from this point on the rest of the game, they will shoot bonus free throws. Spurry shot is good.
Spurry becomes the first Bobcat, double figures with 10. (32-19) Bobcats.
Austin Spurry, one more. It's good. 33-19. Another 14-point lead. This match is the biggest. Driving, putting it up and in was
Beverly.
Beverly.
And Beverly has 4 in the ball game.
Here goes Spurry down the lane. Drop it off. Collins put it in.
Collins got 6 as he makes it look easy on that touch.
35-21. Here goes Beverly again. Kicks it back out today. Drives baseline. Spurry will shut him off. Back underneath. Beverly again. Good.
Beverly with 6.
Front court to Collins. Now to Hoskins. He gets it back out. Combs open in the corner. Goes cross court to Collins. And now they'll bring it back out. Here goes Bellamy. No good, but he'll go to the line and shoot 2. Foul's going to be on Kessel.
He's got 6 in the game, 2 threes in that first half.
35-23. Bellamy good. Breathitt County starting to really cash in on free throw line.
You know, you get in tournament situation, they're huge. You've got to make them.
Bellamy good. They've made 6 in a row.
Yep.
And the lead back at 14 once again.
Minute 3 to go, third quarter.
Down inside it goes tonight. He spins on Collins, kicks it back out. Days 3, no good. Rebound, taken down, put up, and in by Castle. And somebody got a piece of him. Going to be Bellamy, I believe.
Castle's first bucket.
They needed that.
Yeah, good hustle by Castle. 48 seconds. I tell you, Commodores are having to work extremely hard for that opportunity to get a bucket right now.
Isaac Bellamy comes in to replace Luke.
Luke needs 48 seconds of rest, Harold Mullins.
I think he's probably got 3 fouls.
Well, I think he's breathing mighty hard too. He's been going at it.
Man, he's 16 years old. He can play all night.
Look at here. Get one drink of water and breathe.
Play all night.
And he's ready.
Castle shot is good. 3-point play. And an 11-point lead, 37-26. Hoskins, back court, looking, gets it to Spurry. Spurry down the lane, put it up no good, but he'll go to the line. They continue to put Spurry on the line. That was on Castle.
Spurry with 11
Spurry Central's
points.
already committed 8 fouls in this half. Spurry's shot is good.
Point 13 coming up.
Good again.
He's not even hitting the rim, but
that
one
is
of those.
6 straight free throws, or 8 straight free throws that Breathitt County has made. Half minute to go, third quarter. 13-point lead for the Bobcats. .20 seconds. Beverly handling outside. Nine seconds, he makes his move. Goes it all the way into the corner. Covered up, now step back three, no good. Rebound, Combs at the buzzer, no good. And we head to the fourth quarter. Breathitt County now 8 minutes away from breaking a streak that goes back 27 years. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm attorney David Johnson. You may recognize me from some of our other ads, but injuries from an auto accident are no joking matter. With over 25 years of experience, our offices have the resources and expertise to go head-to-head with big insurance. While most of our cases get resolved without going to court, trust me, they know if the attorney you choose will take it this far. Either way, our clients get paid. So for all your legal needs, get the pros on your side.
For over 100 years, the Bank of Hyman has been committed to serving our community and serving the future of our families, homes, and businesses. With our new convenient online banking, viewing your account balance and history, transferring money, and paying bills has never been easier or more secure. And with the construction of our new headquarters, we've renewed our promise to Hyman to stand by our customers even in troubling economic times, because we're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. That's the Bank of Hyman. Log on to www.bankofhyman.com or give us a call at 606-785-3158.
We're back, and the public address announcer just made the announcement that at the end of the game, no fans allowed on the floor. Well, it's been 27 years since Breathitt County went to the state, and they've got to pass little people here.
I wish them good luck.
I wish them good luck. You're exactly right. Bobcats will have the basketball. A conversion here will give them their biggest lead of the night. Lob it inbound to Spurry. Hoskins, baseline to Collins. They'll bring it back outside. And they say Spurry tested last. Woods for three, good. Good beginning to the fourth quarter.
Woods has 5 in the ball game.
Lead down to 10, Spurry in backcourt. Jumps it across the timeline. Isaac Bellamy down the lane, put it up no good. Got his own rebound. Gets it back outside to Spurry. Now Collins in the corner, open. Combs, leave it off Hoskins, and now Collins good.
Excellent passing out of the Bobcats. And he'll go to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play. 8 points for Collins.
41-29, Collins to the line to complete the three-point play. From this point on, Breathitt County will shoot 2 shots as they are already in the double bonus. Shot is good. Collins made 2 big free throws with 2 seconds to go to beat Hazard here Saturday.
He's got ice in the veins.
And he gives the lead back to 13. Sloan with it. He'll go up for 3. No good. Rebound, Isaac Bellamy, and he's fouled by Beverly, and it's 2 free throws from here on out for the Breathitt County Bobcats.
You know, awful early for the Bobcats to have that double bonus,
and Breathitt County has only committed 3 team fouls.
Yeah.
At the line, Bellamy, in and out, no good.
Did everything but go down. 3 points for him in the ball game. Opportunity point number 4 here at 42-29.
Isaac Bellamy. It's good. Back to a 14-point lead, 43-29. 6.5 to go. Bellamy will leave as Luke, his brother, comes in to replace him. I think you're going to see Prairie Central start shooting a lot of three-pointers. Almost stolen. Now moving with it is Beverly. They go down low. Knight puts it in.
Good move by Knight.
Hoskins gave the baseline up there.
Yep. 9 points.
Front court, Combs. Combs drives baseline. Put it up and in.
Oh, what a move. Oh, Mullins. Andrew Combs with 9. A big-time shot there.
Long 3, Woods. No good. Rebound, Spurry. Spurry in a hurry, but I don't know why. He goes all the way. He'll go to the line.
You know what they say, Harold, you can't slow a racehorse down.
Nope. You sure can't.
And that guy is quick.
Well, he's the quickest man on the floor.
Yeah, by far. He's a quick young man.
At the line, Spurry. And he finally missed one.
6 out of 7 in the second half.
Can give the Bobcats their biggest lead if he can convert here.
Yeah.
It's good. 15-point Bobcat lead.
Spurry, 14 points in the game.
Foul line, here goes Knight. He spins on Hoskins and missed the shot. Rebound down to Spurry. Spurry in a hurry. Here he comes. Behind his back. Lays it in. Take it away. Offensive foul.
Thought he should have given it up at the foul line that time.
Well, you know.
Yeah.
Spurry has got to learn time and situation. You know, he had no reason to go in there and do that. I mean, they ahead, but now we're going to have what?
Getting some sweat off the floor over there.
Stoppage of play.
Yeah.
Knight. Now to Sloan. To Beverly. And he'll go up for the shot. Good.
Nice shot.
That was a three-point basket.
Beverly with 9 in the game.
Breathitt County in front court. Spurry with it. 12-point Bobcat lead. Combs.
Thought about it, but decided not to.
Out of Bellamy. And they say out of bounds. Touch last by Bellamy. Prairie Central a bucket away from getting back in this game. Breathitt need. And we got a foul. That's going to be on Collins.
His third.
And that is team foul number 5, I think, against Breathitt County.
Still put in out of bounds.
Huge crowd on hand for tonight's game, as we all expected.
Yeah, they've been treated to a low-scoring game, but a very competitive defensive game.
46-34. Breathitt County need not to try to stop scoring now. On the lane, shot no good, and they're going to get who? Foul was on Collins, and he's going to have to come out of there.
That could be the weakest foul I've seen tonight.
I didn't see a whole lot. You're right. Going to the line will be Sloan, and he'll get a couple of free throws.
Kaiser, good free throw shooter most of the time.
Turner comes into the lineup. He replaced Collins. Sloan, no good. Bellamy gets it over to Andrew Combs. Back to Bellamy. Prairie Central really applying the pressure now. Cross court, Turner. Hoskins as they'll move it around. And the foul's going to be on Woods. And we'll have 2 shots coming up to Austin Spurry.
Spurry, 14, make it 15.
Breathitt County in a position now where they make some free throws. They're going to be awfully tough to beat. 3:53 to go. Missed about second one. Rebound comes down, 12-point lead. Sloan in a hurry. Drives at elbow, jumper, no good. Rebound down to Hoskins. And the foul in backcourt is going to be on Day. And we'll send Andrew Combs to the line for 2.
Andrew, excellent shooter, and he's one of our better three-point shooters in her reaching her. Shoots it extremely well. Going to get an opportunity to go to the foul line now. And
Andrew, shot good.
He's big.
I believe he's the grandson of one of our old friends, Henry
B. Combs.
48 to 35, 13-point lead. Andrew back at the line.
10 points for Andrew. He's had a big game tonight.
Good again. 49-35, back to a 14-point lead. The biggest lead has been 15 at 46-31. Down inside it goes to Castle. He turns, puts it in.
Nice shot by Castle. 5 for him.
And 10 seconds, they didn't get it across the timeline. And if I believe that the clock was at 3:30 when they inbounded, if that's about count, if that is true, then it was a 9-second violation. 49-37, Castle. Now down the lane, they drop it off. Castle, no good. Rebound, Hoskins to Spurry. Spurry's going to hold it up. Now go down the lane. Spurry, no good, but he'll go to the line.
Last report we had from Lexington Catholic was leading by 3 over Frederick Douglas in the third. I hope Marty will send us the final here in a minute.
At the line, Breathitt County's Austin Spurry. Good.
16 for Spurry.
2:56 to go. This will seem like an eternity for these Breathitt County Bobcat fans who have waited so long to get back to the state tournament. Long three, no good. They're going to call a foul on Bellamy and send Beverly to the line for 3.
Commodores have 9.
Breathitt fans react as one would expect. Shot is good.
10 points for Beverly.
Beverly good again. The lead now stands at 12, 51-39. Beverly good. Spurry to Hoskins. Back to Spurry. Jumps it across the timeline to Combs, and he is fouled by Castle.
Yeah.
And Combs will go back to the line and shoot 2. And Castle has fouled out of the basketball game.
You know, he's had a good tournament, Harold. He's played extremely hard. He's a go-getter. I like the way that young man plays. He plays with a lot of energy.
Combs at the line, no good.
Combs, Henry B. Combs' his grandson, and what a nice fella Henry B. is.
Combs, no good. He missed a pair.
2.5.
Leave the door open just a little bit. Day in front court. Step back 3. No good. Rebound. Tipped away. Spurry has it. Spurry to the basket. And an intentional foul. This is going to be 4 shots in the ball.
Yep, it is.
And this may just have sealed the Commodores' fate. Austin Spurry will go to the line and shoot 2. And then
whoever Coach Moore picks will shoot.
Well, now this is just a 2-shot.
And the ball being thrown
And the ball, yeah.
Yeah.
Spurry shot is good. There has been little doubt who the most valuable player of this tournament is, wouldn't you think? Pretty clear-cut choice in the girls' tournament. Kylie Gayhard, and I'd say they're going to have a whole lot of trouble beating Austin Spurry out.
Spurry has said he did not make the shot.
Well, Spurry is arguing for 4 free throws, but he's not going to get it.
No.
So 2:27 to go, and it will be Bobcat basketball. It was not a technical foul. It was only an intentional foul. And an intentional foul gives you the ball back. Spurry looking. Gets it into Collins. And they throw it away.
No spacing there. That was.
Well, you know, Collins didn't need to get him the ball back there anyway.
No, he needs one dribble, throw it out to Combs out here, and go from there.
Up for a jump shot, no good. Rebound down to Spurry. Spurry wheels and comes out of backcourt on the move. Drops it off, no good by Collins. Put up and in by Spurry. 15-point lead, 2 minutes to go. Day, no good. Rebound, put back up Woods, no good, but we got a foul on somebody. May get Hoskins.
Looks like
No,
Combs.
it was Combs.
Yeah.
Shot is no good.
You know, Commodores just could not start the game hitting shots, Harold, to get in, and you have to credit the defense of the Bobcats, you know.
And we got timeout by Breathitt County. We'll take a break. We'll be back. You're watching Hometown 24.
Some may see you as victims, and no doubt you have lost much and endured even more. But we at KRCC see you as the strong and resilient survivors that you are. And our team stands ready side by side with you as you rebuild your lives and we help rebuild the communities that we all hold so dear. If you need our help, please call KRCC at 1-800-262-7491 or stop by any KRCC location and ask for help. KRCC cares.
I'm Billy Johnson, and I've spent my career representing injured people. I've never represented insurance companies, large corporations, or special interests. I've never run for or held public office. Injuries are serious matters. Your attorney should not have distractions or conflicts. My only business is representing injured people. If you've been injured, call me, Billy Johnson. Make it our fight.
And welcome back to the Perry Central High School, Randy Napier Court, and the Alice Lloyd College Boys 14th Regional Tournament. Glad to have you back. Woods will be going to the line, and he'll have one shot. It's 55-40, a minute 55 to go in the ball game. Woods' shot is up and all net.
55-41. I'm continuing to get some texts about the girls' state tournament, and believe you me, you know, it is not us. Down the lane, Sperry lost it out of bounds.
No, that's Bellamy.
That was Bellamy.
Yeah. I don't know why he's in a hurry, and Coach Moore don't either, to be honest with you. Frederick Douglass beat Catholic 43-41.
Well, the first time they will go to the state tournament.
Yep. Thank you, Marty Mullins.
So, congratulations to the Mustangs.
Bobcat.
Minute and a half.
Yeah.
Breathitt County on top by 14. Down the lane goes Spurry, and he lost it. And once again, you simply wonder why. Rebound down to Collins, and he is fouled. And we'll go to the other end where Collins will shoot two. You know, Spurry has got to learn, David.
Yes, he does.
Time and situation sometimes means more than talent.
Yes, it does.
And you've got to understand that. And right now the youngster just goes at one speed, and that's all out.
9 points for Collins.
Collins missed it. Woods will leave, and coming back in will be Beverly.
These two teams, fine seasons, both of them, and Harold, these kids, all of them played their heart out on both sides.
Shot no good. Front court, pull up three, Beverly good. Back to an 11-point lead. Spurry jumped it across the timeline to Combs. Back to Spurry. He is fouled by Sloan with a minute to go. We got some scores. Ashland beat Russell tonight, 89-65. That was in the 16th region. North Laurel going to Rupp Arena. They won tonight 70-33. Lexington Catholic lost, as you just said, 43-41 to Frederick Douglass.
Bobcats, 57-44, a minute to go.
So all you people looking forward to seeing Reed Shepherd in the state tournament, you will get your wish in front court. Foul on Day.
And the Bobcats start to fill it with 49 seconds to go. Coach Hoskins and his Commodores, what a good run, and just couldn't hit some shots tonight, and they played extremely hard in this tournament.
59-44, 48 seconds. Breathitt County is headed to Rupp Arena to take on the 7th region champion in the Sweet 16. Foul in backcourt? No, they did not call a foul. Bellamy dribbles it out of trouble. Double team. Now gets grabbed and held. And with 26 seconds to go, let the party begin in Jackson. I had 26 texts come through. 60-46 at the line will be Bellamy, and Turner is in, and Spurry will lead. It's no good. Rebound down to Knight. Long three, Woods, no good. Rebound, Hoskins. He's had a sack full of those.
Yeah, he's been huge on the boards tonight, no question.
Throw it up. Shot no good. They'll get it back. Now Collins is going to dunk it with 2 seconds to go to rub a little salt in the wound. And Breathitt County is headed to Rupp Arena. Final score 62-46, David. And to be honest, from tip-off to the closing horn, the Bobcats were the better team.
Yeah, they started off, hit those buckets, and got going, and played superb at most of this game. And then the Commodores, I thought they battled. They played the defense of Breathitt County made them take some tough shots.
And Coach B.B. King looking down, I'm sure, with a big smile on his face, as he said in his initial interview, my job is to get him to the state tournament. Well, he didn't quite stay around long enough to see that accomplished. But boy, is his handprint all over this basketball team. And congratulations to Breathitt County, a well-deserving 14th region champion.
They played well, Harold, and those kids, and on Prairie Central as well. These kids, all of them, just played their hearts out during this tournament, and both of them had good tournaments.
We're going to have our post-game show coming up in just a few seconds, as Breathitt County will celebrate a little bit, and then we'll have the handing out of some hardware, and then it's on to the state tournament.
By the way, it's been great working with you, and we both had good times this year covering all the games. Looking forward to more.
Surely wish we had one more, but it was not to be.
And I want to thank our hometown staff here. What a job they do, Harold Mullins.
Incredible crew we work with. Hats off to them. We're going to take a break, and we will go over and let Wes I mean, not West, but Winston. West will be mad at me now. Well, let Winston and
Manus
close us out.
Beacons of Hope is pleased to announce the opening of their first residential treatment facility. The caring and compassionate staff at Beacons of Hope have been providing exceptional outpatient care for substance use disorder, behavioral health, and co-occurring disorders from their location inside the Hazard Primary Care Center. With the expansion into residential treatment, we will be able to better serve our patients. We understand that addiction is a disease and a medical condition with complex causes and research-proven methods of treatment. Beacons of Hope treats the whole patient with medical services, counseling, and support services.
Nestled in the mountains of Appalachia, along the Purpose Road, is a hidden gem, Alice Lloyd College. For 100 years, ALC has been providing opportunities.
Opportunity to learn from the best.
Opportunity to work for my education.
Opportunity to serve my community.
Opportunity to become a leader.
Opportunity to find my life's purpose.
Apply now to find your purpose at Alice Lloyd College.
There's a reason our customers make the trip to Dan Cummins Chevrolet in Paris, Kentucky. There is something for everyone, and with over 2,000 new and used cars to pick from, we make it easy to become part of the Dan Cummins family. We want you to drive away in your new car just like over 10,000 of our satisfied customers have. Visit us at Dan Cummins Chevrolet.
Let me tell you one more time exactly how I feel. I'd rather drive to Paris for a Dan Cummins deal.
Come on over to Big Blue Smokehouse and have a good time with great food, mouth-watering barbecue, salad bar, and amazing new appetizers that will have you asking for more. And don't forget about the famous Coal Fire Pizza. And if you're looking for a little Kentucky tradition, they have the best bourbon selection in all of Eastern Kentucky. Hosting a party? They got that covered too, with banquet rooms for all occasions. Good food, friendly service, a place for everyone to eat. Big Blue Smokehouse.
Welcome back to Before the Whistle, your post-game coverage of your 14th Regional Boys Championship as they have the award ceremony out on the floor. Listen, before we get started with our post-game, there's a lot of story, not even to necessarily Breathitt's win, but I think there's a big-time story, several different big-time stories surrounding just this game. You know, we approach the fall season as in it's very important for us to keep playing, keep going to school, keep our student athletes active. You know, we will never forget the events of July 28th. We all had a successful fall season, and I think even more so important throughout the winter season of sports for the 14th region, it was important for people to come out. And it was important for people to be here. And it was important for people to get out and support their local student athlete. Some facilities were flooded. Uniforms were washed away in the flood, muddy, down the creek, never to return. We had to see extended fundraising efforts. We had to see borrowed facilities. And for us to have come full circle and experienced two teams lay it all out on the line and put their hearts out on the hardwood tonight the way the Perry County Central Commodores and Breathitt County Bobcats just did is a story within itself that needs to be told probably every year. But the fact that it was these two teams, you know, lots of communities in Perry County severely impacted by flooding. We drive through Perry County Park every evening to come to the games. There's still a washer and dryer available at the park. There's campers full of families at the park. And in Breathitt County, much of the same. You drive through Breathitt County, even down the major roadway, you see the devastation that's still there. You drive through Letcher County. You drive through all of these counties that encompass the 14th region that we know. And you see communities and families that have been just devastated. So for people to not only agree to stay home and stay the course and fight through to a better livelihood, rebuild, and then to come out and support your student athlete, for the student athletes to compete, to high schools to stay in operation, period. And then I think about Hometown 24, man. Their studio, our studio in Heinemann, literally floated away. We are using the very few pieces of equipment that we have left. We do not have our board table any longer. Floated away. We're using stuff that we had back in the closet that Josh was just able to find at home, right? I think it just goes a long way to finish the fall season of sports and then to wrap up the winter season of sports as we have here tonight in this fashion with the Breathitt County Bobcats, who have been through so much. We could go on and on. They lose, of course, famed legend B.B. King as their coach early in the season. Kyle Moore, the football coach, takes over the program, and they're hoisting up a regional championship trophy tonight. I just don't know, like, nothing more. If you cannot get into sports, and if you do not feel chill bumps tonight, and if you can't stand up and cheer for either of these teams, I just don't know where your soul is headed. And I have to say that tonight because, man, this gym was electric, and I feel like Breathitt County and Perry County both just came together for this night. There was an amazing prayer before the game that the preacher touched on this. We came together for one night just to enjoy 14th Region basketball. Congratulations to the Breathitt County Bobcats, and hard fought by the Perry County Central Commodores in a game that a lot of people maybe would have thought they wouldn't have gotten here for consecutive years. Now, of course, we have the Breathitt County Bobcats on top, 62-46. And I'll say, and I'm going to let you talk about this for a while, maybe not what we expected.
Well, of course, those people that tuned in to what I said, yeah, I expected a very close game, but the defense of the Breathitt County Bobcats was the difference. I mean, just their length and their athleticism and their discipline, staying in between their man and the goal, boxing out, not giving up very many offensive rebounds. Their discipline in the offensive side, not giving up a bunch of live turnovers that would help Perry Central. And I kept saying that at halftime. You know, it was really hard for Perry Central to score. And it continued even after Coach Hoskins tried. He tried different things to try to get them involved, tried different things to get something easier. And it just didn't happen. And, you know, you have those games as a coach, as a player, and for those fans out there that are frustrated, you know, it just happens sometimes. And, you know, there's a great deal of pressure. A great deal of pressure in these games. And when you're looking at 3,500 people more, 4,000, 45.
I think there was 4 tonight, yeah.
I mean, it was just a great experience for these kids, win or lose. You spoke very eloquently about everything that the 14 counties of Eastern Kentucky have gone through. Personally, for myself, I was touched, you were touched. We've all worked, and all these people out here probably worked in their communities. And it was very, very touching that people from Northern Kentucky, Western Kentucky, all 50 states came to our community to help. Western Kentucky had experienced the same. And sports is an escape.
Sports is the escape, right? It's the one thing that your community can come together, you know, and you're for the common cause, right? To win. And even if you don't, right? You're for this common cause. And I just think it's something special.
And I don't know about normalcy when you talk about things that are normal. So hopefully as we go through and those people get into a normal setting, I pray that they do as much as they can. And the loss of life in Breathitt County, the loss of life with all those people in the flood, I send a prayer to those families.
Absolutely. And it's like one of those things, like you don't want to dwell on it, right?
Right.
You want to move forward, but at the
But you
same
don't-
time, you don't want to forget.
You're a history teacher.
Yeah.
I was a history teacher.
You can't forget.
You don't
You'll
forget
forget.
those things.
Guys, we have amazing post-game coverage still yet to come. The Bobcats on top 62-46 over the Perry Central Commodores. We got post-game interviews. We have final thoughts as, I'm sorry, but this is, it's like Manus and Winston final tour, right? It's like the final farewell tour. I hope we keep coming back like Kiss and like Journey, still doing it, like the Eagles. Can we do that? I don't know. It may not be the farewell tour. All right, more post-game coverage when we get back on Before the Whistle.
In Eastern Kentucky, being connected to the world has never been easier. With our 100 meg package at only $44.95 a month, you can be sure to always stay connected and up to date. But if that's not fast enough, we offer even faster, with the layest technology to make sure you're getting the most out of your service. Give us a call today or check out tgtel.com for more information. Thacker Grigsby, bringing the future to Eastern Kentucky.
A lot has changed in 100 years. We've gone from the Model T to the electric car, from silent film to home theaters, and from the telegram to the iPhone. And through it all, People's Bank and Trust of Hazard has been there for local people. From paper checks to debit cards, from wire transfers to online banking, People's Bank has maintained a tradition of service while embracing the future for your financial needs. Celebrating a century of service to the mountains. People's Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Welcome back, post-game coverage. Turns out I lied. The last time that you were going to see me and Manus, we lied to you.
You'll see me at the state tournament. You can talk to me at the state tournament.
And for what it's worth, Manus's prediction, at least of Breath at winning this game, came absolutely true.
But I wasn't even close this time.
Yeah, but the score, I don't know. My prediction was way off there because I picked Perry. So we have opted, Austin Sperry, your player of the game, thoughts on Austin tonight. And really, give us your thoughts on Austin specifically, because he's our player of the game. We're going to choose to let them celebrate. Breathitt County, more so than any other team tonight, has earned the right to celebrate. We're going to let these guys celebrate and enjoy each other. There's a lot of embracing and crying, and there's award giving going on right now. Give us your thoughts about Austin Sperry and the rest of the Bobcats tonight.
Austin Sperry played under control. He's got so much athleticism. It just spurts from him.
Either he was going to score or get fouled.
Yeah, and he played in control. He played with leadership. Bellamy handled the ball essentially when he didn't. They played with a great deal of poise on Perry Central's home floor. They were able to do some things in the half-court set. They were very patient. They're going to have to use that either against, and I've tried to pick up the score, but whoever they play, Male or Trinity, they will come at them. I promise you, they're going to take it to them.
They will not hold back.
And
they have enough athleticism.
And that will be at 11 a.m. on next Thursday. So those people that go to the state tournament like I do will be rooting for the Breathitt County Bobcats against their 7th region foe.
I have my blue HD24 polo.
And I want to say congratulations to Coach Kyle Moore.
Yep.
For an outstanding job of putting all this together and being that anchor to the program as an athletic director, as a coach, and just a man.
Just, people have coaching in their blood, right?
Yeah.
And him more than anybody, right? With, of course, the famed coach Peggy Moore.
Oh, yeah.
His mother. But, a lot of times, if you just have this person that maybe not even know anything about basketball, and he does,
yeah.
But just somebody who is a vocal leader that can inspire kids to do better. And Coach Kyle Moore has done that, obviously, on the gridiron and the court as well. Congrats to Perry County Central and Coach Shannon Hoskins.
Keep your head up. The guys that's coming back next year, this will burn for them. When they're in that weight room, when they're running, they will remember this. And they will work as hard as they can to get placed in this same situation next year.
Oh, congratulations to all 14th Region teams and seeing this winter season through under tough conditions. And we continue to see things better. And the same with the girls.
And good luck, Coach Ambergy and Knott County Central Lady Patriots.
Absolutely. Listen, even though TBS Cable may not be directly going to the state tournament, I'm sure you may see myself and Manus floating around.
Come up and say bad stuff to me if you need to.
And we truly, I speak on behalf of Hometown 24 just this once. They usually don't carry my opinion around. But just this one time, I speak on behalf of the crew behind the camera, all of our guys, an extended thank you. And thank you so much for these past 2 weeks and this past week of dedication and the hospitality shown by Perry County Central. Thanks to our film crew, our production crew, of course, our main man, Josh Cornett. Thank you guys, Dave and Harold, from the bottom of our hearts. You all wouldn't imagine what it took for us to make this happen. But at the same time, there will be nothing that stops TBS Cable and Hometown 24 from bringing you local student-athlete coverage, man. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you. Manus, final thoughts, words?
I appreciate all of them allowing me to be a part of the Girls and Boys Regional. I thank everybody. I thank you. I thank Ethan, Coach Noble.
I feel like we're going to hug. Like, can we hug?
But I appreciate everybody. And for all those people that watch, and I'm usually a watch person.
You're usually a watcher.
I'm a watcher, and I appreciate Hometown 24 giving the coverage to the kids of Eastern Kentucky.
I'm trying to recruit him for the fall. Little oval ball, little football maybe. So if you see Manus out and about, tell him, like, hey, football in the fall. All right, guys, that wraps it up for tonight. Congratulations to Breathitt County Bobcats. On behalf of Hometown 24, Alice Lloyd College, thank you. We'll see you soon.